Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Bone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto market. That includes the majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Memecoins, and, of course, NFTs. Today, we're going to talk about the continued market pullback. If we've seen this bottom that Easy keeps pretending exists, we're going to talk about upcoming farming opportunities.
I'll show you a bottom, Ray.
From the Memecoin trenches. Good morning, boys. How you guys doing today? How was your weekend? Clemente, where are you at right now? I see a new setup for you.
I'm feeling good, Ray. I am currently in Chile, in the southern part of Chile. I drove down. I flew in Saturday morning, and then I drove down 4 hours with my uncle to come down here. And then halfway through the drive, I was like taking a nap, and I wake up, and I realized I left my suitcase at my uncle's house.
Oh, no.
So I have no clothes.
2 hours away, 4 hours away.
4 hours away. It should get here on Wednesday. We're pulling some favors to get it, but I currently have one pair of underwear, which has not been washed in 4 days. I'm borrowing my dad's shirt, and yeah, it's it's tough, but we're out here living.
That is awesome. Easy. How was your weekend? What'd you get done outside of chopping off that dome of yours there?
Nothing, Ray.
You look good.
Thanks. I know.
I like it. I was giving you some shit on the morning show, but I like it. I like the shorter hair there.
What do you get
a lot, man?
When you go to the barber? What do you get? You say, give me a little bit off the top, and like, is that a 4 on the edges?
Dude, I don't fucking know. I had to get a new barber because I moved. This motherfucker cut me. You can see it like right there. Give me a nice little nick right there. Cut me in the back. I was like, I don't know, man. Like, are you really a barber? Where'd you get your barber's license?
White barber?
No, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, it's one of you.
Wow. Usually they are on top of it. I have a
Normally they're great, dude. Like, I was sitting there, I was like, contra tu madre. He was like, da 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 da. And next thing I know, I'm fucking bleeding.
Well, that's why he cut you. Okay, well, hold on. PR Roma is saying they don't sell underwear in Chile. I'm in like the south. There's no shops.
You're in the deep south.
Yeah, I'm in the deep south. There's
you're in like the New Orleans of Chile.
Yeah. Okay. There's no like convenient. There's probably no stores that sell underwear that other than like 30 minutes away.
Okay.
Anyway. Holy shit. Dude, this new stream game is impossible. I just launched this today. You have to remember where these dots are, and you have to click them when they disappear.
That's wicked easy, dude. Yeah, you're great. You're good.
Oh, so you have to memorize.
Yeah, I saw there was a new game today. I was like playing it on the side while you guys were yapping. So you gotta memorize the dots for it. Anyway, before today's show, we have a couple things to talk to you about. We got the holiday Christmas Bodoggos drop. Still live, still supplies left, but not very many. Only 4 back to the bodega skate decks left. All 6 still in stock, but supplies are limited. If you want to get one of these decks, you got to get in soon because they are flying off the shelves. We got back to the bodega, Bat Dog, Dragon Ball Z, Grand Theft Doggo. Here's Buddy, Legend of Buddy, all these decks. Decks on decks on decks.
Get your underwear, ladies and gentlemen. There is a limited available time. You can only get your I was about to say underwear. You can only get your skate deck for the next 4 days. There are limited supply. If you want to get the perfect gift for your family member, please order them right now at shop.bodoggos.com. It's the perfect gift for a family, a friend, a relative, maybe a girl you've been seeing that you want to take things to the next level. You would get her a Bodoggo skate deck, and she will be ready to take things to the next level. Speaking from experience, I can say that is the case after giving my significant other a skate deck. Back to you.
You gave her a deck?
I gave her a deck.
Gave her a deck
in a box. Anyway, get those shop.bodoggos.com. Grab your skate decks, grab your decks, give them to your friends, have some fun, enjoy the holidays. Now I've got some sad news. This show's brought to you in partnership with one of our favorite sponsors, Pizza Pets. Pizza Pets, #1 collectible in your pocket. I did not give my pets milk in time. This is a verifiable pet graveyard. I lost 8 pets, including my adult.
No, not your Pizza Pets. No,
I lost 8 pets. 8 pets because I gave them. I thought it was Sunday at noon when I needed to give them milk. It was Saturday at noon when I needed to give them milk. Yeah, this is absolutely right. Thought it was Friday. I thought it was Sunday. Commenter said terrible dad. Absolute terrible dad. We still have some pets remaining. We've got 5 pets left that are just chilling on LSD right now. So I'm being a responsible dad here, making sure
Give them DMT. All of them.
I'm not giving all of them DMT. All right, I'm giving all of them DMT.
Coward.
Dude, all of mine died.
Yo, shout out Matilde Veras, Clemente's cousin. Is that actually your cousin?
No, that's my sister. I don't know why she said she was your cousin.
Hey, shout out Clemente's cousin. That's actually wicked funny.
Ignore her.
Now we'll say, Matilda, we'll say whatever you want to say. Any secrets about Clemente you add to the comments, we'll speak out loud. They can hear them not only live on the show, but when people play it back on podcasts and on Twitter Spaces. Huge audience here. Anything you want to say about Clemente, absolutely fire away. All right, I just gave all my pets DMT. We got 5 DMTs rolling out. We're going to try to get back to that evolution stage.
The #1 dead collectible in Ray's pocket.
Yeah, this is just sad. I mean, this is like over $1,000 worth of pizza pets right here that I've.
Oh my God, Ray! Ray's just lighting
$100 a pop, and I can't believe I screwed up there. I had a family thing on Saturday, and like I was like, okay, I was like, I gotta feed them like tonight, and I log in, and I'm like, oh no, it was Saturday at noon, not Sunday at noon. So absolute debacle there. Still have some left over. We're gonna continue to play this game. We're gonna go with these little guys on LSD, give them a little DMT as well. We're gonna figure it out.
Load those suckers up with some DMT and watch them have the time of their life.
Yeah. If we go 5 for 5, I'm gonna get out of the chair and start celebrating. What I want to say, I'm gonna bring up they made some rule adjustments. They made it a little bit easier. I'm gonna pull this rule adjustment up here. Basically, so now scheduled death is visible inside the pets menu. Would have been nice if I looked at that earlier. And also poops are weaker. So poops now only speed up the health decline rate by 1.4 per poop. So basically you don't lose as much health for each poop that is there when your pet eats. So it's gonna be interesting to watch that play out. So making the game a little bit more friendly. The collection is like down to less than 20K pizza pets remaining in this collection, which is absolutely wild. Looking at the deflation here, I think it's going to get less than 1K by the time this is all said and done. 19.8K left of an original like 56K, I want to say.
Wow.
So basically, Ray, you're trying to get these to the point to where they become immortal. Is the only way to survive. Got it.
So I had a pet that was going to become immortal in like 20 days. I just needed to keep him alive, and I failed. I failed horribly. I gave him cocaine. I didn't give him milk, and he died before I could give him the remedy. I can bring up the trait here. So immortal trait. There's 54 immortals right now. They're currently trading at.
One sec, real quick. Shout out Matilda Varas. I'll give you more secrets in exchange for more shout outs. Clemente's dad.
Ooh.
I've heard stories about Clemente's dad from Clemente. Let me tell you, guy sounds like a legend. Absolute enigma.
Yeah, we can get some Clemente stories, some of like the better Clemente stories in the comments. We'll definitely read them aloud as well. So shout out to Clemente's family watching along with us in Chile, in the southern coast of Chile, having a great time. Yeah, floor on these pizza pets for the immortals is like almost 0.05 Bitcoin. So if you're keeping track at home, that's close to 5K.
Yeah, these look sick.
All the way to the end of the game. Yeah, these things are pretty cool too. They have like a moving background. They have all like the inscription stuff from the other ones. You can go into their menus. They play music. They got that NES ROM they inscribed onto the blockchain to get this sound. The sound's all custom coded by a Disney audio engineer. Like they pulled out all the stops for this collection. Big shout out to Pizza Pets. Big fan of working with them. Big fan of this game. Big fans. A lot to talk about today. I doubt either one of you are ready for the weather report right now. So why don't you guys do a little rock, paper, scissors to see who wants to run it.
Okay, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All
You're
right,
up.
easy wins.
Easy wins. He makes Clemente do it. Love it.
All right, I got it.
Love to see that.
You ready? You ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready when you are. I'm ready to rock.
Sauciness. Wait.
That might work with the way the market is right now.
It is Monday, December 23rd. Welcome to one of the last weather reports of the year. We got about 7 more, but looking over at the crypto roundup, it is a sad, sad day. The majors are down on the day with Bitcoin under $96,000, Ethereum at just over 3,300, and Solana at 183. The leading top 100 coin is Aave. Remember Aave? That's up 10% to a $5 billion market cap. Over the past weekend, fears surfaced that North Korean hackers are probing Hyperliquid for vulnerabilities. Probing. I haven't heard that word in a while. They're getting probed. Hype is down 20% on the day. It's still absolutely cooking, though. I believe it's at $26. Next up, MicroStrategy purchased another $500 million of Bitcoin last week, bringing their average buy price to just over 64K. Michael Saylor doesn't give a damn about your price dump. He's buying no matter what. Michael Saylor also recommended that Jeff Bezos buy $600 million as well. Yeah, let's invite Jeff Bezos to buy our bags. It was reported also, by the way, that he's spending $600 million for his wedding of his new fiance. Finally, Parallel launched Wayfinder Phase 1, which includes airdrop rewards for their upcoming prompt token. Oh, they're launching another token. No shortage of tokens being launched. There's a referral program, and 1% of prompt supply is up for grabs for those who participate in their bug bounty program. I'm curious what the price action looks like. But Ray, it's cloudy, it's rainy, it's nasty. The Santa rally is nowhere to be found, but we're still holding strong. Back over to you in the studio.
Excellent weather report, Clemente. Obviously, you have no idea what's going on with Parallel and Prompt, and you made that very, very clear. Love to see
You're
that.
an idiot, dude.
just absolutely fading the #1 AI coin that's going to be coming out.
I'm not fading it. I'm not
No,
fading
you're
it.
fading it, idiot.
It sounded like a fade to me. Yeah, of course they're launching a token. So right now you get exposure to the Prompt token by staking Prime, locking it up for like a long time, multiple years, I believe. 1% of the supply is going to be available for that program, bug bounty program from the AI Wayfinder Foundation. You have a little bug bounty. There's a referral program. Everyone's sharing this on the timeline, trying to get their juicy referral stats. I think you're going to want to pay attention to this one. This is one you're going to want to pay attention to. I think Easy was on the same page talking about this last week. Very interested in Prompt and Prime. I think Prime could be the #1 AI token of this cycle. So super
Ray,
interested.
what if I told you I've seen Wayfinder?
I believe you. I would believe you.
It's
This
really
is about all I've
fucking
seen of Wayfinder. This is the screen I can see essentially.
So
when I sign.
so you can actually see more of it. Some of it is public. At Temple Crash is the @. He's a co-founder of Parallel. His name is Carlos on Twitter, and he's posted a couple things here from it. If you scroll down, he's done a few things. You've also seen like AR Rev, if you're familiar with him.
Mm-hmm.
Well-known fantasy top guy. He's posted a few things on chain, Chat GPT, Real. So you can actually see what it can do. It lets you interact across any chain, which is fucking sick. In real time. So I don't know. I think that this thing's gonna be massive, just in general. I think what's gonna be possible with this by being able to go text to on-chain is like a huge step forward and kind of just creates a lot of enjoyment out of it. It's also just like, this is why I'm wildly bullish on Parallel Avatar NFTs, because those are the characters utilized in Colony, which is the game that's going to have Wayfinder backed as well. So I don't know. That's just where my brain goes.
Easy. What's the best way to get exposure to this? Is it having the Prime token? Is it having these are these avatars getting an allocation of it, or is it kind of up in the air still?
That's still up in the air. My gut says yeah, because they got a pretty good Prime allocation.
Do you remember how much that was?
I think at the time they were like 0.2, and they ended up getting like an ETH worth. So they ended up getting like 5x value.
Do you own any Parallel avatars right now?
I don't. I want to buy some though. I just haven't pulled the trigger.
I mean, at 0.6, these feel pretty interesting. I was surprised. I mean, it isn't encouraging that these haven't really moved on the announcement.
But there's been no clear indication that they get it. It's just like, that's the thing. You're basically betting on the future announcement of it.
Okay, got it. So let's maybe we crowdsource this thing. Is there, maybe we can look at, hey, for the Prime token, did they announce an allocation at what time? What was the price action before? Then I feel like we can kind of figure out whether or not these are a good play. I'm very interested in these Parallel avatars, Easy.
I think they're the move.
So
I mean, I'm
love
just
this
shocked
comment.
he didn't call me an idiot like he did for Shadow Wolves, which did like a 14x.
I love this comment. He asked in Discord and I answered, but I haven't looked. So can I ask again? Prime's a token on L1 ETH. But yeah, I love that. So now you hear it from the horse's mouth directly, as opposed to knowing that I answered somehow and then not knowing the answer, which is craziness. Yeah, you can sign up for that. That bug bounty program referral link. You can go to their Wayfinder Twitter, or you can just go to the pinned tweet and use my referral link. So also an option there, showing my my own referral link and bags via that pinned tweet. So we can seen a continued market pullback easy. I didn't see too much of the charts this morning. I would love for you to bring up charts, see what's going on with the majors here after the weekend. We saw that the government didn't shut down on Friday, passed legislation to avoid the shutdown. I thought maybe that would show some positive price movement over the crypto majors, but we really haven't seen that recovery yet. You said the market has hit a bottom. What are the charts telling us? What can you tell us? Easy.
The charts tell us that we need a gritty from Clemente's father. That's what we need.
My dad gritty.
I'm gonna see somebody gritty across the back. His dad gritting across like the back of his backdrop. There would be so good.
That'd be amazing. Your dad hitting a gritty would be nice. We've had these lines drawn as well, but you notice still downtrending. Haven't made a new bottom yet. Still holding from when I said bottom was in. I don't know. The market just feels kind of flat. Feels decent. I think we've just kind of consolidated. A lot of people wanted this rally back up. We didn't get it. You can see my scribbles right here because we had that low candle. Rejected off of a EMA, exponential moving average, which isn't surprising. Still holding slightly under fib lines. If we keep selling, I'm a buyer of Sol at 165. I did buy a big bag here. Have a little bit more powder to spend. Bitcoin holding over that 93K, which feels good. That feels nice. And then, of course, ETH actually looks the best right now, in my opinion. ETH right back over 33, which, like, if we get some legs, it feels pretty decent. Of course, like, as we look at some other sides of stuff, AVAX down. I still like this chart a lot. Currently holding up and over. I like the near chart a lot. And shout out DYDX. Near's actually leading the market right now, up 2%. Shout out DYDX, just hands down the best leverage platform right now and across the board. 45% APR on my stables as well by depositing it. So anyone else that uses perps, leverage trading, etc., you become the house by depositing to this. You're in fees across all trades. It is awesome to work with them. It is awesome to also get the insight from order book flows, easy ability to chart. And these charts stay active. I've drawn these lines. You saw me draw these lines a while ago on some of these alts and on majors. You saw me draw this beautiful line on ETH where I think the price goes.
Can we check
down
Aave?
and to the right? Whereas Bitcoin and Sol up and to the right. That's where we're at. It feels good, right? It feels good. How do you feel?
Can you check on Aave? I saw that running today. I want to see what that's looking like over time because I know that's one that Trump has been pumping, buying it with the World Liberty Financial.
Wow, Aave up 12%.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. This is a good chart. I'd be a buyer of Aave here.
Does look good.
I like this too, this usual thing. This keeps getting shilled to me. I don't know why the chart looks like that. There we go. This thing keeps getting shilled to me. I don't exactly know what it is, but I don't own any of it yet, but people like it.
What's the
I don't know, I gotta look more into it.
Is that 1.5 billion or 1 billion FTV?
Yeah.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah. Is it 1 bill FTV?
I'm seeing 500 million market cap. December 18th spot listing. TVL. FTV 4.25 is what I'm seeing on CoinMarketCap.
4.25 billy?
Yeah, 4.25 billy FTV.
It's pretty nice.
Decentralized fiat stablecoin issuer that redistributes ownership and governance through the usual token.
Yeah, I like it.
USD Zero is their stablecoin fully backed by short-term liquid and risk-free assets, ensuring no exposure to banks or counterparty risks while being composable, permissionless, and transparent within DeFi ecosystem. I've never heard of this. I have never heard of this, but it sounds like a play on stablecoins and DeFi. And I think that stablecoins and DeFi are going to be much more pronounced and prominent throughout the cycle with regulations laxing in the US.
I don't know, man. I like it. That's how I feel about it.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Let's talk.
Can I jump in real quick, Ray?
Oh yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear
Just
your take on
in general, I've been pondering about this recently. I tweeted about it this morning, but I'd love Easy and yours perspective on it. I was thinking recently about Solana, right? And Solana being the retail chain. Obviously, we're very bullish on Solana going to at least $400 or $500, maybe $600, right? If not more. And it being the retail chain narrative. It's pretty much been the retail chain, right, for the last year and a half, 2 years or so, if not more. But I'm curious, like now it feels like activity on Base is finally picking up. It feels like Coinbase is actively pushing Base over Solana and almost like talking shit about Solana, even like getting actively keeping their customers away from Solana, saying it's slow and all that stuff. But my question is like on the retail side, right? We have Monad coming up, Abstract, we have Base, we have a lot of kind of retail chains or chains going for the retail narrative. And if those do well, does that potentially take away market share from Solana and limit its upside? I'm curious what you guys think about the correlation of the success of Monad, of all these other chains.
Did you just kick him or did he fall off?
I kicked him. That's how I feel about this. What's he yapping about here, dude?
Yeah, so we did see he's had a couple. He's had a lot there. I think overall crypto is a zero-sum game right now because we're not really growing. So I think people are like rotating. There's a lot of rotating that happens. So in that way, it is pretty PvP between chains. I have seen Coinbase, like the screenshots of them saying that it could take like days or hours or whatever to move to Solana because of chain issues. I did see Jesse Pollock kind of come out and say like, hey, like trying to rally the people who hold ETH, like people who hold millions of dollars worth of ETH to like bring culture to the chain. He's basically saying like, okay, here's what needs to happen. If you're holding a lot of ETH and you want to see ETH succeed, you need to be buying meme coins and investing and like experimenting with size on Base essentially and holding, like is what he said. He said buy and hold in size for a long time horizon. And like that's
you just
how
can't buy culture though. And that's like what it feels like he's trying to do. Like
yeah.
Sol has been through so much shit, and that's why it's kind of just like, oh, these are funny situations where like they have to literally lie about how long it's going to take for Solana to hit your Coinbase account to try to get people to stop using it. Like, that's crazy. That's absolutely blasphemous.
Have you thought about 84 Selby's comment though?
Base does have chunks and Sol no chunks.
No chunks.
The other thing is Base has miggles. Solana has no miggles.
Solana has little potatoes. Base. No little potatoes.
I forgot we swept the shit out of those. How down bad are we?
We're pretty down bad. 50%.
Wow. Okay, Clemente.
Have you gotten back from their founder?
Oh no, are they down?
50%.
Last I checked. Yeah.
Damn, little potatoes, dude. I like the content they put out. I'm like they're being more active on socials.
Did they respond to your DM?
No, I'll bump them right now.
Yeah, just send
bump. So in short, yours is your analysis is that you're not worried about it at all.
No.
Yeah, I think it's I'm not worried for Solana, but I think it's nice that Base has like an advocate that's like pushing for like chain activity and like pushing like, because when you think about it, like crypto is a flywheel. 95% of people like watching our show and participating in the space are probably just here to click buttons and make money. And right now, Solana is where you can click buttons and make money. On Base, like you can kind of do it with like the virtuals, like that opportunity was there, but like you almost see like these flash in the pans, like where these things happen, people rotate, bridge a little over, make their money on the like hot narrative that popped up on Base. But then there isn't like that culture to like reinvest into. People aren't making money on virtuals and rotating into like Miggles or like rotating into Brett or these things. Like I don't think that's happening as much. So people are like making their money on virtuals, bridging back to Solana and trading meme coins in the trenches. Like that's where right now that like there's this arena of button clicking where you can, you know, gamble money essentially on Solana, and Base just doesn't have that right now. So like they do have good apps. They do have a good user experience. They are building that out with their Coinbase wallet, the smart wallet. They are building it out with the framework coming out of Coinbase, ease of transition, UX, etc. But like the culture is not yet there yet. So I think Jesse is kind of rallying ETH maxis, saying like, hey, if you want culture, like it needs to start like with you at this point.
That makes sense. Yeah, and yeah, look, it was something that was troubling my mind. So I still think maybe Easy's under indexing for how much the culture stuff and the retail narrative can can potentially shift, but I don't think it's anywhere close to it yet. But yeah, appreciate you guys answering my my question.
Yeah, comment coming out of the YouTubes from PR1 Miss Primus. What is up with this N Korea FUD and Hyper? So essentially, what happened is a wallet that has been associated with North Korea, that's been like tagged as a North Korean wallet, has been making transactions on Hyperliquid, has lost like 700K, and people are saying like, oh, this is a sign that they are probing for vulnerabilities, essentially. So people are like concerned. I think all of Hyperliquid's assets are locked behind like a 3 out of 4 multi-sig. I think there's like 2.8 billion of TVL there. So I think it's kind of just like market FUD. I don't know if it's people who are just like looking for an entry, or how like baseless or base these claims are. But it's like, I mean, we just have the facts that are, it's a North Korean wallet. It's using the platform. So we don't know if there's an exploit, or they're just testing, or like if they found anything. So I don't think it's anything crazy, but it is like kind of making the rounds right now. And I think price action on Hype might be a bit muted because of it over the last like 24 to 48 hours.
Interesting. And it's down. I mean, what's it down to? It's down 18% on the day to $26. I mean, it's still $26.
Yeah. I mean, the tattoo requirement for you is what, $20?
It was 20.
What happens? What happens?
Yeah, when's the tattoo?
Yeah, I asked. It's expensive. It's expensive.
Well, how's it down in Chile? Maybe cheaper there.
Chile. I don't know if I trust the tattoo artist down here.
Why?
At least where I'm at. I don't know. Just doesn't. Maybe I'll ask around, but there's also not a tattoo place within an hour of here.
Yeah. I don't know.
These just sound like excuses, dude.
Really? Knows really well about where the tattoo places are, huh? Yeah, nothing within an hour, I swear.
Can I ask so what happened to Fartcoin?
What happened to every coin is the question. That's actually like my next thing up. So Fartcoin got the Binance Perps listing. Other coins recently of note that have got that and then it had fallen off a cliff have been Mudang and Chill Guy. Like, is Binance Perps rather than Binance Spot kind of a kiss of death for these meme coins? I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this, Easy. I'm going to pull up the Fartcoin.
I don't think it's a kiss of death. I do think that it's definitely worse than Spot, because like you're not actually buying the coin, you're leverage trading it, which puts added buy and sell pressure on it. Of course, though, like we heard from Mando and OSF when we talked with them about Mudang's perp volume and why that was like a big value add to them. So like if you get a lot of perp volume, inherently it makes it more interesting to add Spot on your platform. It's kind of like a leading indicator to determine what the demand is.
Yeah, so I want to bring up these charts here. We're going to use the multi-chart feature on BullX.
I also think like Chill Guy and Mudang were like TikTok and like general social media trends, and those have a certain life cycle, versus Fartcoin feels completely different.
Everybody farts.
Everybody farts, and it's like it hits right on the narrative of like what people view crypto as, almost as this joke. Yeah, versus Mudang and Chill Guy are kind of different.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the peaks here. You're down what, 750 on Mudang. You're down from 715 peak to 268. Chill Guy, you're looking at 600 to 177, like 2/3 drawdowns on each of those. I mean, we're only halfway there on Fartcoin. The question is, does Fartcoin follow the pattern here, or does it rebound and you're getting like a nice entry at this point? 1.3 bill to, yeah, it's fallen over 50% from its peak at this point.
I would buy Fartcoin right now. I would buy it. I don't know. It could go, obviously it could go down right to like the lows. It could go down to like 300 mil, maybe 200, but like, I don't know. I feel like it has enough culture to like, I was about to top blast this thing at 1 billion. I just think it's pretty funny. And, yeah, this is the type of stuff that I like, because I don't have to like think about it. I can just left curve and buy into it. What are you looking at, Ray? Looking at the Fibonacci analysis here? Your level would be like 273.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 77% retrace, which would be around 273.
Interesting.
You might test here at the 618 520. So I mean, we've already broken below this 50% retrace line. So it's just a matter of does it hold there? Does it break down to the next one?
Interesting. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Fartcoin. But you're seeing kind of a widespread pullback on meme coins in general, right? Like it's been kind of wild seeing the liquidity be flushed out of a lot of these tokens. What's Unicorn Fart Dust at, Ray? Can we pull up the chart on that bad boy? UFD
101. This
It's not
peaked
terrible.
over 280 million.
This goes back to all-time highs. I
Who
would
is
bet
it?
on it.
The Ron guy?
Yeah, Ron's the man.
So
he's also
what-
tapping in with crypto a little bit more. Like he's talked
Okay.
with a few people and done streams with them, like who are CT native, and I think that that's going to go a long way.
Okay.
Yeah, what stream with GG, right? It seems
I
like
think we have a
everyone who's
Jakey one
talked to him-
coming up.
Everyone who's talked to him seems to be like interested. I don't know if him being like pro crypto makes this better or worse. To be honest, I think like the narrative of like Boomer out of touch launches coin and then him just like being like amazed by it is interesting. Him trying to do more crypto stuff, like trying to like push the coin or like market or do these other things and just like play to that audience as opposed to his initial audience is a little weird.
It makes me bearish. It literally makes me bearish. I would rather I love the narrative more of him hating this, so hating crypto and it being like this whole thing of like kind of the common enemy versus now he's like, yeah, I kind of like it. Let's go. Yeah, it kind of makes it a little cringe would be my my thoughts on it. I would way rather buy Fartcoin than Unicorn Fart Dust.
I don't know. I don't think I'm super bullish on either at this point.
Okay.
At the current price levels. I think I buy Unicorn Fart Dust over Fartcoin. It would be wild if Fart Dust flips Fartcoin. Like I could see that becoming a narrative. And then Bachelor Society just flipping out in the crowd about how this is a derivative and not the purest version of farts. Yeah, so I'm not buying here. I probably consider buying this if it continues to dip down to this 60 million level, 65 maybe.
So you initially bought this, Ray, at 16 mil?
Yeah. Yep. I bought it 16, sold at 32. Something like that. Here's the P&L. 0.27 soul gain.
Paper
on that
coward.
boy.
Let's go.
You did too, right? You sold this too.
Oh yeah, I bought it at 7 and sold it at 8.
Yeah. Yeah. It tends to be the trend for a lot of these. I've actually done a decent amount of scalping today. I scalped on your play this morning easy on the wrong Mudang and made money. I scalped on a couple plays last night that were in the Bodogas Discord.
You seem, Ray, you seem like more of a scalper versus I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about how people trade memes and the difference between the two. Like I've been using Neo's wallet tracking a little bit more and seeing a lot of like the prominent traders, like Spoono Sound is he trades very well on his live streams, but he's like a very quick scalper. On like every time I see him on a chart, he's like in and out within like a few minutes. Versus me, I tend to bag hold things a lot more and go for like the 5 or 10x, but it means that I like round trip so many things and miss out on like a 2x. So it's interesting seeing like the different trading styles and trying to take different approaches.
Yeah, I've honestly went both ways with it. Like I definitely do some holding. I definitely do some scalping. I think I was doing holding for way too long. So like I was getting just absolutely chopped up the last 2 weeks, mainly doing holding. And I started to kind of like rotate my strategy to more just like get in, get out. And then like if I have conviction in one of these, like get in, get out with size as opposed to like get in and then hold with conviction. It's more like if I have conviction, get in with more size, then get out with like a 50 to 100% gain as opposed to waiting for that like 2x, 10x, etc. Obviously, I'm gonna miss plays like this. Like this kind of comes with it, but I found that I was just losing a lot less and I'm a lot more likely to cut bags when I'm doing like kind of scalping. And
I was watching real quick, Ray, on the trading style stuff. I was watching Ash Robin trade a little bit. He's just someone on crypto Twitter. He's a trader for people that are not aware. And he was like, he'll go in with literally like $10,000, 20K, 30K size, and then he'll sell. He'll make like a 10% gain. It's kind of insane and then his buys literally move the market. Because these are like literally sub 500K coins. Yeah, he'll buy in 5, 10, 15. He had one where he bought like 100 SOL worth. And then he buys more, and then he's like, yeah, I made 10% gain. I was like, oh my God, dude.
It's a crazy risk on that.
Dude,
like,
this one.
Look at this.
We're watching it live.
I am fucking getting off.
He bought this coin here, and the dev sold like he clipped in twice, and then the dev sold, and it went from 628. He like just cut him like 80% here. Yeah, so he got absolutely cooked on this trade. He went 10 sold 1.5 in like 15 seconds. But he does have some other good videos on his page where he has some profit. But yeah, there's heavy risk like when you decide to size into these swing trades. You need to make sure you have like proper stop losses.
Yeah, look at this one. This quick scalp went viral because people were like, we used to be like the bleeding edge of technology, and now we're putting in 100K on or 20K on for a 10% gain. So there's a 770K market cap, and he sizes in heavy.
He puts in 10 SOL, yeah, and I think he clips out. Yeah, here it is. He's clipping out right now at 11 SOL, 11.8 SOL. So he makes 1.8 SOL. He risked 10 SOL, and he made it in about 30 seconds.
And then he buys back in, so he'll like keep doing this back and forth.
It's wild, bro. Dude, there's also like fees on this shit. Like you're losing 1% of that. So like he risked like 10K to make $140. You made $40. Like after fees, you made $40 on a $10,000 risk.
Yeah, but it worked. Like he's clearly,
yeah,
he's doing well, right? Like he's clearly a solid trader and knows what he's doing. And it's like, I think that's what's been most interesting for me on the meme coin side is like each person has such unique trading styles, and figuring out what works for you is pretty important. And identifying what comes with each style. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm checking on my little pizza pets.
Did you give it DMT, you coward?
I did. I'm checking the mempool. I'm trying to see if it's gone through yet.
Checking the mempool. Fuck the mempool. Give them more drugs.
No, what everyone wants to see right now is the Bitcoin mempool.
While Ray's pulling that up, I'm going to share. Can I share something in the trenches real quick? A warning or something that I've noticed. The farms are insane. So someone either has access to, or it's the actual Popcat owner keeps posting things from their Instagram account of like new things, right? So like a month ago, this Popcat owner posted like Violet, and it was a picture of a black cat, and it was like Popcat's new sister, and that ran to like 2 mil, 3 mil, if not more. And then today it was like another one. Today it was like Merry Christmas from Oatmeal. So it's like, okay, now it's Popcat's new brother. And this is at 37K, but it's kind of wild seeing these farms of like people will straight up like hack artist accounts and like will hack different things or pay for like contract addresses to be posted momentarily, and they just print on them. So it was pretty interesting seeing that.
You got a problem with that?
No, I respect the game, respect the hustle.
Game, respect game.
Mm-hmm. You got to be aware.
I want to know what you think about this ticker.
Okay. We're looking at a ticker here.
I can't actually pronounce any of it. You won't be able to either. I'm open to you trying.
Okay. Oh, I was literally just looking at this. I had it pulled up.
I'm in.
So people, this is looks to be some sort of Asian language for people listening. It would appear that the picture is of a woman. And it just absolutely rugged. There you go. That's why you do your research. Moving on. Back over to you, Ray, in the studio. Insane. Primus.
I got to the ticker. I got to the ticker and it was already rugged. It's just so good.
We're getting in from our chief Japanese correspondents that was in fact Japanese.
I mean, yeah. So it looks like it's a TikTok that has the contract address that is a farm. This seems to be like a normal thing now.
Yeah.
Like I'm seeing this more and more. Like just to show you, like there's a TikTok. There's a ton of views. It could be farmed. It could be whatever. And then there's a contract address. And then that contract address chart looks something like this. It sends. It bonds. It nukes. Gets people like Clemente to potentially buy in. I think
I've
Clemente's
gotten
probably
no
in on this in about, if he had 30 more seconds, I think Clemente buys this.
Yeah, for
almost
sure.
almost 100% that Clemente buys this if he has another 30 seconds looking at this.
Yeah.
So they lost out on a little bit there, but that rug to absolutely.
That was impressive.
Ray, I don't know if you had this in your schedule. I was looking at the sheet, and I don't, I hate to derail the show a little bit, but can we talk briefly about NFT price action? Quickly do a check-in.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a little check-in. We're checking in on NFT price action.
So we talked about this briefly, the Kaido Genesis, right? These rings or whatever they are, these boxes, they're at 3.6 ETH for a 1,500 supply. These were a 0.2 ETH mint. It was for users of this platform.
0.1 ETH mint.
You put 1 ETH into it?
0.1.
0.1. So it was basically you're using this platform, and then they like stealth added a wallet feature to it. And then if you added your wallet, you're allow listed to mint these for 0.1. So Ray did. He signed up for the YAP protocol, cooking, and that ended up being, you put 0.1 into it, sold it for like 2 ETH, Ray?
Yeah, I sold the absolute Pico bottom. I saw there was some like FUD on this protocol. I essentially lucked out. Like I basically just signed up for this protocol and saw that there was an add wallet button. Like when I signed up, added my wallet. But apparently people have been using this and have been signed up for like a month now. And that add wallet like wasn't like really publicly announced. So there's a lot of FUD on the timeline for people who didn't have access to mint this. Some bigger names in the space. So I just basically minted this, dumped it into bids immediately, and just said, I'll take my free ETH and move on. The platform's good though. Like it's a good platform for like finding out like mind share. It uses AI and Twitter mechanics to like look at like social mind share and some other stats that aren't publicly available. So I know a lot of people like pay this. I think it's like $1,000 a month to like access this platform, which is pretty wild price point. And I think it's sort of the reason you're seeing like this price action. I don't think this NFT necessarily gets you access, but they have talked about token going forward. So like maybe token allocation, that seems to be a big theme. But we've seen these things running. 3.6 ETH is wild. There is still NFT prices or price like discovery going on with some of these new collections. We saw the OCH rings also cook with abstract token talk, 3.5 ETH on the Genesis rings right now. That's what makes me think like we need to be like looking more like, or at least I want to spend my time looking more into farming upcoming protocols, opportunities like this. I feel like my edge is much better here versus just trading meme coins potentially.
Yeah, that feels and it's like a longer term style play. Like it's a different strategy versus like the meme coin game, right? Like when we were farming Blast, it was a lot about like capital management and like doing research and finding certain things that you could get your edge in. There were a lot more different ways to get your edge in versus meme coins. It's a different style of game. It is frankly, I've been very surprised by the strength of the NFT market, despite like the pullback the last week. If I can share my screen temporarily and so I can kind of swivel through what I'm looking at, that has surprised me on the NFT side is like, well, Doodles at like, they got up to 7.5, almost 8 ETH on their token speculation. I think that's going to be the most, I'm very curious how Doodles token performs versus Azuki. We don't know much about the Doodles token, but Lil Pudgy's at 1.9, still holding pretty strong. It feels like the abstract airdrop or the abstract speculation, it's kind of what's holding these above 1.9. Cool Cats at 1.3 is very surprising to me. They already had their milk token, right? So, but those are holding strong at 1.3. Like Sappy Seals at 1.4. These look great. But all in all, I say this because I'm impressed by how well things are holding up in this ecosystem and like how quickly things have seen strength after basically not really doing anything for the last year and a half, right? So I think there's a lot of projects right now that Giroson also like a 0.9 ETH. I really like these. All in all, it's been cool to see like the strength in the NFT market. And I'm underexposed to it, right? And easy. I feel underexposed to the NFT ecosystem. But yeah, and then you also just see like, I would try not to FOMO into like bad projects launching tokens, right? A team is still a team, no matter how, like a bad team is still a bad team, even if they're launching a token, right? So it's interesting kind of seeing the mechanics that people are going with now that the NFTs are back in swing, and seeing the strategies that they're pulling off.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I think we've seen like most of these pull back like 75% from their peaks for these collections. And I think basically what we saw with the Pudgy Penguins token launch is basically just like a repricing step up for NFTs. We'll see if it holds this floor. I don't know what the next big catalyst for like NFTs in general is. Is it a Doodles token? Is it the Izuki anime coin? Is it something just brand new that's going to come out? I don't think there's an event as big as Pudgy airdrop that's like even like looked at in the future. So like I don't know if we see like a similar move, unless there's just like kind of this NFT season, but there has to be like a reason for that. You know, NFTs originally popped off because there was just all this influx of capital and new bodies coming into crypto that supported it, and we just don't have that right now. So we need to see some sort of like large catalyst or just another like influx of new market entrants.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I think like Doodles and Izuki are the top two. Like the two I'm most looking forward to. Those feel like they're the tier one, the elites. We don't know much about the Doodles token. What I really liked about the Pengu token was it's clearly a meme coin, right? Like it's clearly distribution, community. Like that's super easy for me to get behind versus like the abstract token. I'm like, I wouldn't buy that. I'm tired of like the utility tokens or the ecosystem plays. So if I had to like the only thing with Izuki, for example, where I'm like, again, I'm a huge fan of Izuki. But I'm like, is that a utility token? It's an ecosystem token, or is it like the Izuki meme coin? I don't know. It feels like more of an ecosystem style play. And then Doodles, we don't really know anything about. We've known that it's been in the works, but we don't know any details about it. And that would be able to kind of give us a little bit more details, but I would assume it's on base at least, right?
Yeah, I don't know much about the Doodles token. I'm not sure if Easy has heard anything or like seen
Haven't heard shit, right?
Yeah, so I don't know. I can't help you too much on the Doodles token.
Our senior insider correspondent. I love how Ray's just like, yeah, Easy. I don't know if you've
I don't know if you've heard anything, man, but you know, behind closed doors that you willingly will share here and out your sources. But that would be great if you could just, you know, what inside information do you have?
Yeah,
I just meant if you heard anything in general, because I'm not closely following the Doodles ecosystem.
No, they were very angry at my tweet though, saying like about how you shouldn't just launch a token. Basically, it spelled out like I think fucking idiots was what it spelled out. It was about a kid called Beast, calling out by name here, and a lot of the Doodles were upset, basically saying like, "We've been working on this for a while, you fucking idiot."
Yeah, the Doodles also came after me after I was like talking smack about people launching tokens, but in like not really doing it, but like basically not promising that they're launching a token, but being like, hey, solve this puzzle because it tells that we're launching a token. Yeah, I think the Doodles one is going to cook, but it is interesting seeing like people now pile into the meta that works. But yeah, all in all, and then the only other thing that I was curious about, Ray, and I actually wanted to ask you is the so I was looking through the Blur kind of leaderboard, right, as I do every morning, and it was funny seeing like Genesis, the OpenSea like gift token or whatever that was, being at it's in the top 10 for volume. The fact that this is at 0.06 is pretty wild to me, to be honest. I saw some people being like, I bought this because I'm basically using it to speculate on the OpenSea airdrop. And they're like, if OpenSea's at a $2 billion FDV and these get like a 10% airdrop, that's like a 5X. I was shocked that anyone would be paying these at 0.06, but we'll see how it ages.
Yeah, so looking at like the lifetime chart on these, I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to be showing OpenSea 2.0. But these ran to like
insider
0.2 ETH. initially, and like they went to basically zero for like a long
Dude,
time.
I had like 60 of these things. They were a free mint.
Yeah, I had a lot of these. I also sniped a ton of like rare these black ones when people didn't know they were revealed yet. The top like 1,500, basically when you interacted with OpenSea the first time, whatever wallet you used to claim these, it would revealed and turn to this black one. So I have one of these still. I'm hoping that these provide a multiplier. Would be like my like bear or bullish of bull case. But these were essentially at 0.01 forever. So anybody who like loaded up at these on the bottom, even less, 0.007, now has done like a clean, like almost 10x on these over time, which is nuts. And they're seeing a ton of volume. I mean, there's been over 6,000 ETH worth of volume traded on this collection. And there's still people like sweeping it. Like these are all sales in the last hour. So ton of volume. People are speculating on tokens, speculating that this comes into play. So we'll see what happens there.
You were talking about farming airdrops. Are you going to be farming or speculating on the OpenSea token?
I began to do some stuff. I put in so like base is like gas, like low gas costs. So I have like a couple collections that I've put offers in. I've sold some stuff. I've done like a little bit. I don't want to be like spend too much time on it though. So I just put like open offers on things that well below like where I think they're worth. And then I put like stuff for sale for like long periods of time, like above where I think I'd sell them.
Got it.
So things like chonks, there was an AI project on base recently where I bought a bunch of them. I don't know if you remember the EtherWorks founder. They launched that AI project. It was like a very cheap DX01 Singularity. I bought a bunch of them very cheap via offers, speculating on some kind of like AI token or like allow list for future project that they do, because that was a pretty interesting project. Yeah, and then a couple other things, base punks. Looking at my offers now, just to get offer volume in and some transaction volume in. I think if you haven't transacted on OpenSea in X amount of time, it's probably a good idea to get some transactions in case there's a filter there. And then any kind of volume, just like any other farming platform, isn't going to hurt you. Could help you. So that's my thoughts there. I'm not spending a ton of time there. I've been meaning to, and I've been starting to gather resources for abstract. Early abstract, I like to get in there. I know we talked about Blast ad nauseum on the show. I did well, mainly because I was in things early.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people might have like been following us later into our journey and didn't jump in day one. A lot of people got crushed on that. But if you're in early and you understand what's going on in the ecosystem, I think you can definitely like come in with a bit of an advantage, and like you're not just going into it like brand new. So one follow I suggest if you're looking to get an abstract is Untamed Adam at Adam AGB. He does these daily abstract posts. If you followed him on Blast, he did the same thing, but he's been doing this for like months now. So if you follow these, you can get like an idea of like what's going on in the abstract ecosystem, and then get a little bit of knowledge in terms of like what's coming up and what's already happened. So you get like that base level that's important when you're doing like new chain exploration. So I think there's going to be money to be made on abstract. I think that Luca and the Pudgy ecosystem are like at the forefront of like marketing and culture. So I think there's going to be plays there. Memecoins I'm going to be looking at specifically early. We did the same thing on Blast, but I think they do better on abstract. I think a lot of those day one meme coins on Blast were just like so bad. If you remember some of those, what do we have? We had
like bridged illegally.
yeah, illegal bridging to buy
So
Finger.
funny. That was insane.
Yeah, it was like I'm trying to remember what else there was, but there was some real bad Baja Finger.
Insane. Yeah, I think I do you guys think that abstract could maybe fly under the radar, knowing how many things are going on right now? Like a big reason why I farmed Blast in like February, March was because there was nothing else going on. Like I felt like there was literally no other thing. So I was like, okay, cool. Like I might as well farm Blast because there's no other opportunities. Now it feels like there's a lot of different things going on. So maybe that could lead to a better opportunity on abstract.
And also you would like, if you look at like cycle timing, it could be they're like in a much better position as well. Just the amount of capital flowing, etc.
Yeah. I was
Monad's under the radar. I feel like I that's all I hear about. I feel like everyone's hyped about Monad, but I don't know much about Monad.
How do you even like get access to it?
I don't know. Easy. Have you heard anything from the insiders about how to get access to Monad?
Yeah, you needed to be in the VC round, and if you're not, stay broke. Pores. I
love seeing people like fudding Monad, like KOLs fudding Monad, and then like the number one response like, you didn't get in on the round either, huh?
You weren't on the early round. Because that's literally what it is. But like, I don't know, dude. I think that it'll do fairly well. It seems to have a bunch of stuff already lined up. They're tapping into the culture side of it. They have Thread Guy as their like public spokesperson, which certainly helps. I don't know that like I have no exposure to it. People are speculating Sappy Seals are pumping because that's where exposure will come from.
Well, their game Omnia is going to be on Monad. Hey, don't fade the Sappy Seals, man. Do I own any? Absolutely not. But it's been cool seeing them pump. I like their community. I think they're I'm a big fan of Wob and the crew. Yeah, they're up to 1.4 right now. Just a week ago, they were at 0.7, so nice little 2x. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. But speaking of things that are bad, we got absolutely cooked last week in Memecoin Monday.
No.
Absolutely cooked. I won.
No.
I won. The market being down overall surely didn't help, but our picks were not that great either. Let's bring up the results from last week's Memecoin Monday. I took down the title, only down $50. Clemente leads the most money, down $109. Clemente had Retardio, Miggles, and Mother, each down about $30 a pop on a $100 investment. My three were not down as bad. Blast Prime and Flog only down an average of about 17 per. Easy had Goat, Miggles, and Cock on Avalanche, and Signal had Fartcoin, Mog, and Popcat. So rough week for the crew. Whole market was down. We were down as well, roughly somewhere between 10 and 30% overall. So maybe we outperformed the market a little bit, but we'll see. This week though, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back strong. We're gonna the market bottom is in according to Easy, and we're gonna print on some of these meme coins. So I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna take Unicorn Fart Dust here.
Oh, I was gonna take that.
Well, you can take it too. That's why I wanted to go first. I wanted to lock that in immediately. Make sure I get in on there. And let me pull up the old charts here and take a look at some of these coins. For the other two, I think I'm going to take a Murad coin. I saw a very funny comment. Murad posted his standard Excel graph of like all of his coins like bouncing off like the market bottom with like their percentages, and like the first comment on it I saw was along the lines of like, shut up, I followed your list and I lost millions. Because
I saw that
his have been absolutely down over time. But I think I want to take a Murad coin here. I can't find the I think he might did he delete it?
No, he must put no, he posts a lot.
I thought it was like yesterday, wasn't it?
Oh, he might have deleted it.
Here it is. Here it is.
Right here.
Yeah, bounces of some popular meme coins. Yeah. Someone commented on here. I can't find it, but they said like, shut up, I followed your list and now I'm broke.
Check if he hid the reply.
Can you see that?
Yeah, go to the top right. There, view hidden replies.
No, that would have been funny, right?
Nah, Murad doesn't do that, dude. Murad's a
He's better than that. He's better than that. Give me locked in. Unicorn Fart Dust and Giga.
All right, so it just completely like goes after my my strategy here of taking a Murad coin. Just front runs me, takes the Unicorn Fart Dust, and then front runs me on Murad coins. Damn, Fog's down to 183. Give me Fog.
Yikes.
Give me Fog again. It's time for the Fog. And then let's go for something low market cap. You know what we're gonna go with? You know what we're gonna go with on the low market cap side? We're gonna go with Truck Drive.
My God, is he still alive?
We're going with Truck Drive at 47K.
That's disgusting.
That's an insane move.
Truck drive at 47K. I actually saw
That's disgusting.
but I love the driver.
You
Completely out
need
of
help.
completely out of truck drive, but I had some fun talking about that on the show on Friday. Yep, we're in 47K. Clemente, you got 3 picks for this week?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with start out. I'm gonna go Trench Timmy at 600K. I'm going to go Trench.
This is the one that we had bought previously, right?
Yeah, that's the wrong one. Just look up Timmy. Yeah, Timmy. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the devs. They keep shipping, so I like Timmy. High risk, but I'm going with it. I'm gonna go Fartcoin to stable myself off a little bit. Go with a safer play there. And lastly, I'm gonna go with just Bonk, like to balance myself out a little bit. I like
So
Bonk.
Fartcoin at 602. And then Bonk as the final pick. What's Bonk at? Is that still over 2 bill?
Just over.
Yeah, like everything has been getting absolutely smoked. Like I saw, like Popcat was at like 700. Mog was at 700.
Yeah.
The fuck is that noise?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Pablo?
Sorry.
$2.3 billion for Bonk. All right, so we got Clemente, Timmy, Fartcoin, Bonk, myself on Unicorn Fight, Fart Dust, Fog, and Truck Drive. Easy on Lock-In, UFD, and Giga. Hopefully we make it out this week. Hopefully we make it out. We'll see what happens there. Let's see what happens here as well. I would be showing you the Pizza Pets transaction still in the mempool for our Pizza Pets. Pizza Pets.
Pizza Pets, #1 collectible in your pocket.
So I gave DMT to these guys. I don't know. One of them's dead though, which is like really confusing to me because I gave them all DMT at the same time. So like they should theoretically all be updating at the same time. I'm going to check into the mempool really quickly, into the Bitcoin blockchain, doing a little bit of analytic sleuth work here to figure out what is going on with the transaction. We're just still waiting. It's just a Bitcoin thing, but we'll see what happens with these. Hopefully, catch what happens on them before the show ends here. But Pizza Pets, you can check them out. PizzaPets.fun. If you need to feed them, you can check them out on Magic Eden and all major ordinals marketplaces. Floor for these is around $90 now. Collection under 20K. So many of these have been burned as they die. They get removed from the collection. You can no longer sell them in the collection. Highly deflationary. 19.8K remaining of an original 50-some thousand Pizza Pets. I think this gets below 1K by the end of this game. Love Pizza Pets. A lot of fun. A lot is going into making these, and it's going to be a very cool collection when all is said and done. Pizza Pets. #1 collectible
in your pocket. Yeah. Easy. Do you still have your 10K portfolio of meme coins?
Yeah, I haven't updated that in God knows how long.
I'm curious, very curious to see what that
I'm
looks
supposed
like.
to liquidate it in like 8 days. I think I'm down.
That's so tough. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think I'm just down on this thing. Like I was up a few grand and I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, thanks, Rod. I think I'm just straight up down money on this fucking thing. And it has to be sold in 8 days. Like, I'm like, yeah, I think it goes to 100K. No, this thing probably went to 1K. I haven't opened that fucking thing in so long and I'm scared to do it.
Yeah, that's rough. I just checked Kobe. It's at 3 mil. Like,
yeah, nothing's going well in there.
OG is like these OG projects, or OG. I mean, it's 4 months old, but it's kind of wild.
What's Stan at? 3 mil.
Stanley Cup. That has to be sub 500K.
Now 3.3 mil.
Okay.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, this is some absolutely crazy stuff. You don't normally see this one.
It's not
little
good, man.
gap wick.
All right, I gotta hop here. Bye, guys.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that'll do it for today's show. You can catch us on all major podcasting platforms. You can catch us on Spotify, Apple. You can watch us back on YouTube, see what we're talking about, look at all the charts and information as you watch the show. Thank you all for listening on this Monday. We'll be back tomorrow. We're doing a little Christmas Eve episode. You can catch us tomorrow. We will not be having an episode on Wednesday. If you want to buy your significant other or that special person in your life something very special for this holidays, you can go to shop.bodoggos.com and give them their very own Bodoggos deck. You can give them a nice deck in a box. Check it out, shop.bodoggos.com. Check them out today before supply is gone. Have a good Monday. We'll catch you tomorrow.
See ya.